know, it's a waste of my time coming down here because nothing's going to get done in regards to this towing thing. Like I always say, I don't blame. You're distracting me.
Well, I'm gonna keep doing
Keep
this.
the record. He's taking notes, Bob.
I like them. Want to see them? Oh, yeah.
Like I say, I don't blame Leo Galazic or LAG Towing for what's going on. I blame you, Mr. Vinsko, you, Mr. Barrett, Mr. Brown. You've had the information for how long? You've been here, a year and a half. You, Mrs. Lavelle. And it's a waste of time coming down here. And I think, Mr. Vinsko, you should resign because you're an officer of the court to allow this to go on. You're the guy who wrote this contract. You're allowed, and I think the thing to bring up is the attorney for the Towing Association, Mike McGovern, when he brought up, how could this be a contract? Something stinks here. Where you're allowed to charge whatever you want. You just give the city $1,000 a week. I predicted this, I've warned everybody. And I don't know if council members were given a copy of the letters. I wrote letters, sent them certified mail, notified everybody when before this thing started, what would happen, who would pay. It was the insurance companies and the people who got their cars towed. Just like I said, I was charging $70 and $75, $20 a day storage. Now, I brought the proof down here, 300, 400, 500, 700. It's absolutely ridiculous. And to think the stuff that's going on in our police department, the good guys now don't want to even work because they know of the other things that are going on in the department. With this liquor that was poured into the police station, cars loaned, it's absolutely ridiculous. And this contract, it's just going to go on forever. And what I keep trying, the reason I come here now is just to get it on the record. I got no hearing, I got no trial. I think your key witness, Mr. Vinsko, Mr. Trimble said it. Didn't matter if he was there or not, we were firing him anyway. And I didn't even do nothing wrong. And to think that this is going on and on and on and on. It seems to be the talk of the town. Everywhere I go, somebody's asking about it. And you, Mr. Vinsko, are the one who drew this contract up, and I ask you, again, give the letters that I sent to you, and I sent to the chief, by coincidentally, whose secretary's husband a week later was down there working. I think he worked there for 6.5 years, and he was running the place, Don Smith. And yet this thing keeps going on and on and on. It's actually disgusting. And everything I said happened. The prices. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. And I think, Mr. Vinsko, you should resign. And this contract could be stopped tomorrow. The chief could stop it, because all this is a ripoff on the people. Could stop this contract tomorrow. It's illegal. Just charge what you want. I can imagine me coming to you, Mr. Vinsko, and say, look, Mr. Vinsko, I have 1,500 cases a year for you. Just charge us what you want. Just charge what you want. So I think it's time, and even you, Bill, I know I attack you sometimes. It's just so frustrating to think that I came to you, met with you, told you what was going on, and what did you do? You turned around and came after me. You put an ordinance into effect that I couldn't even meet the criteria. And I'm not going to bring up that you make $200,000 a year. I want to bring that up. But the thing is, if you only knew how hard it is, for me, I'm stuck. I just took, there's another $571 out of my account to pay for the debt that I'm stuck with over trust in Bill Brace. Saying, no, don't worry about nothing, Tom's not going to bother you. You know, it's like a big joke. You know, I came to you and what did you do? You come after me instead of attacking the real problem. So I know you won't do nothing, and I know it's just a waste of my time coming down here. So I guess that's all I got to say.
Bill, Mr. Kadluboski, how did you get the contract when you had it?
Bill, how about the back and forth now?
Yeah, but would you stop him?
We've allowed people this evening to do just that.
Well, you didn't let me.
You didn't want to speak to this, and you can't talk from back there.
Does any council people want to talk to me?
Selective enforcement.
No, Bob knows how I got the contract.
Yeah, you're right.
And let me just, for the record, Mr. Farrer.
$75.
Just for the record, Mr. Kadluboski was given the city towing contract for free. The previous board paid the city $60,000 over the term The minute he got it, he immediately increased his fees $25. You're going back to 1996,
How many cars did he steal?
which
Mr.
is,
Robbins, okay?
which is 18 years
Nine.
ago. Raised, just for record. That's how Mr. Kadluboski operates, and it's a fact. He knows that he was given a contract.
Bill, this is totally out of order.
Mr. Robbins,
This is out of order.
I'm gonna tell you one more time.
I want him thrown
It's on the
out,
record.
throw him out.
Okay, Bill, thanks.
Thank you.
I just want to say one thing, you keep blaming the council for not doing anything. The council voted to start the process to terminate the contract. So you can't keep blaming council for not acting on it. Council did act on it.
I understand. And what I'll do, just as a, I'll bring my, when I originally started towing for the city in 1980, I was charging 25 and 35. And when I came back, it went to $45. And then, in the course of 8 years, or 10 years, it went from 25 and 35 to 45. And then when I came back under the McGrory administration, we were charging 70 and 75 at $12 a day. The only increase that I can remember that we had, and I have my receipts, we went from $12 a day to 20. And everything when council brought up Tom McGrory saying they gave me a contract, take a look in the file. I sent everything. The city attorneys at the time knew it was illegal. All of them, exactly what I said would happen. It's not the tower that pays for it, it's the people who get their car towed. Everything I said happened. Look in the file and that'll end it.
All right, the only thing I'm gonna say
Record
is,
shows.
this is all history that we're speaking about.
I understand.
What is on the table right now is the contract itself. We are hoping as much as anyone else that this is resolved, so we can move forward and end these discussions that are taking place every 2 weeks.
Right, the only thing I come down here, Bill, just to get on the record, and I did bring this